you need to go to college or university to be successful. Now, again, it really depends on what success means to you personally, because you can be successful as, a farmer. You can be successful as a person making like 3,000 every month. You can be successful as a person making 100K, 1 million, 1 billion every month. So it really comes down to that. But usually when people talk about success, they talk about the kind of monetary achievements. And in this case, usually it's 6 figures a year. So about 10, 15, 20, etc. K a month. In that case, it's absolutely possible to get to that point without any degree. And to be honest, I think, getting to that point without any degree is actually gonna make it even easier because you will have so much more time to actually learn something that you will use in order to make money. Because at the moment, look, I am a person that hires people. I'm a person that basically, I'm an employer, right? People think that they need a degree in order for employers to hire people and see that you're credible and you have the work ethic and that you can do the job, you're reliable, you're trustworthy, and then they like you. You can get all the same things even without a degree. If you have the proof that you know how to do the job, you're good. You're good. And then also sales. It's not just taking money from people. Sales is also how you sell ideas, how you sell yourself, how you basically communicate, how you influence people. This is sales. At the beginning, where you don't have any experience, you gotta sell yourself and your potential. This is how you're gonna get the experience. You can work for free, you can get the experience in, you can show your results, and then you can show your future clients that you can actually do the job, and this way you will start monetizing the skill set, right? People are getting paid for value. People are paying for value. Value is the exchange of money and time, right? So when you're starting out, you don't have much money and you don't have much value, but what you have time. So you learn the skill set for free, for cheap prices, but you get the skill set in, and then you monetize it because now you're also valuable. And when you're valuable and you have the skill set, you probably don't have much time. So in that case, you can start delegating, but it's like step 3, to be honest. But you can absolutely become successful without going to the university. And I know it can sound a bit scary if you're considering this path, but just think about what you want to do and if you have strong enough why, because it's easy to start. Everyone starts. A million people start every single day. A million people also stop every single day just because they don't have the work ethic, just because they can't bear it. And if you actually want to go all in and make this work for yourself, you need to have the strong enough why. Just to give you an example, when I made the decision to go all in and become successful without a degree, I literally burnt all the boats and I withdrew all of my applications to colleges in my last year of high school. And then when I started getting the invitations to universities with scholarships and everything, I just denied it, just because I knew that this is not aligned with what I want to be doing in future. And it didn't work out the first year. It was very hard. I burnt out so bad. But you can have multiple failures, but they're considered to be failures only when you don't learn from them and only when they make you quit. Right? So just stick to the game and just know that if you just go through that trial by fire, you will become a better person, more valuable person, which means a person that has more leverage and that can monetize something. Alright? So if you're considering whether you should go to college or not, just look what path do you want to take. Really think, like, are you ready to make the sacrifices to be an entrepreneur or run a certain business, or do something that you've never done before, but you want money, you want whatever that is behind the desire to have money. Just make sure that this thing is strong enough and that you won't quit, because it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be dark, it's gonna be pretty there's gonna be pain. You will learn how to battle with the resistance, but it doesn't mean that you're not gonna go through that, and it doesn't mean that it has to be like that for everyone. Maybe you have different kind of background, and it's not necessarily for you to have the same experience as everyone else. Literally everyone's path is so different. So just make the decision, see if you can actually commit to it, and then you can just skip the college, because what's the point of college if the end goal is to make money and have freedom, right? Because the decision that I made when I decided to go all in was when I started connecting with people online that were ahead of me or at the same level as me. And coming from a third world country, I was applying to colleges in the US and all the different countries, and all my friends in the online space that I met, they were all like older than me, and all the people that were successful, they dropped out. So I was thinking, like, what's the point of even applying to colleges if I'm gonna drop out, and I'm sure I will. And this is what I did actually. So that's the thing. It was hard, but you know what? It's worth it, because I'm so much more valuable. I have the control over my time. Literally everything depends on myself. And this was gonna matter to you. Like, do you want to depend on someone? If that's the case, then sure, go and to college, get a degree if that's needed for your occupation. But even if you want to work for someone and you don't want to be an entrepreneur, even then you don't need a diploma. It's kind of a scam, because you're paying for that, you're paying money, the education is not that great, depending obviously on the university. And you just waste 4 years. Not waste, but obviously you learn. But just do your research if you really need this, and then just make the decision. But just choosing to take this journey and skip the college doesn't mean that your life is successful. You need to put in the work. It's just the beginning. So I'm just giving you a heads up on what to expect, and this is the way I was thinking about whether I should go or should not go to colleges.